Good morning. We are now in the fourth week of Ordinary Time. As a matter of fact, today is the very last day of January, and we are only 2 weeks away from the beginning of our great penitential season of Lent. Today and for the next 2 weeks, I would like to just review for all of us some of the particulars about the Lenten season itself and our usual Lenten practices, or as the Church calls it, the discipline of Lent. Ash Wednesday starts us off as day one, and of course, we all know that we are signed by the priest or the deacon with ashes which are made from the burnt palms from the prior Palm Sunday, but we are signed with ashes on our foreheads with the sign of the cross of Christ. Those ashes not only remind us of our sinfulness, but the immediate and urgent need for us to, in a certain sense, rid our lives of those sins and the effects that they work in our lives. It's not so much that we're all committing mortal sins. It's very possible we can certainly do that. But if we examine our consciences, no doubt we find that while I am a good person, I can be much better if I, through God's grace and help, reminded of all of this on Ash Wednesday, I can do better by the frequent reception of the sacraments, by daily prayer, and really making daily prayer very much a part of my everyday life, and also by practicing real penance. In other words, either extending myself every day beyond what I would usually do, or depriving myself of something that I like. In other words, it's not just to do something different, but it really is, and those ashes remind us of this, that the more we make the love of God and of our neighbor really the center of my life, the more all of those other things begin to extend themselves farther and farther away from us and do not become such real temptations for us. And so Ash Wednesday, far from being kind of a day of gloom and doom, is for the Church and should be for each of us a day for us of great hope and a greater resolve to rid ourselves of those nagging sins and their effects that they have on us in daily life, and turn us ever more permanently to face Christ and allow Him to continue to guide us through each day to that moment when we will see Him face to face. And so as we come now very quickly to the beginning of Lent with Ash Wednesday, we should be thinking now of, on Ash Wednesday, first, I will go to Mass and participate at Mass and receive those ashes, but then each day of Lent, even though those ashes may fade or be washed off eventually, I should not forget that I have been once again signed with the cross of Christ as a reminder of the great hope we have in Him and through Him for heaven, and also the fact that my life is in God's hands. And so each day is another day that I can prepare myself worthily to see Him face to face. May God bless you, and may all of us now prepare ourselves for the coming great season of Lent.